Hello, housemates, and welcome back to Avernum, Escape from the Pit. Last game, I got a little bit whiny because I was getting face stomped by everything up in the Abyss area, so we retreated, and so that both I and the party maintain their composure. So, right, we were at a lizard city, talking to some lizards. And there's Blosk. Let's go, actually, we didn't talk to a bunch of them because we were just walking around exploring. Let's make sure that we do talk to everyone. Let's talk to Siskai. A mighty Slith Zurikai with rich, dark green skin patrols the town watchfully. He has a proud, regal bearing and a massive spear. He nods to you when he sees you. I am Siskai, he says. I am chieftain, leader of Nas. We mean peace to you. What are you watching for? I watch over my people. I hunt for attackers of the two great forces that surround us, humans and darklings. Who are the darklings? Ah, yes. I tell this tale to any human I can, so you understand us. The Sliths are here refugees, exiles like yourself, from the mighty Slith kingdoms in the deeper caves. The kingdoms are ruled with wisdom and justice and peace. We valued that which you humans valued, but there were rebels. Rebels against what? His face darkens with anger. A band who followed dark powers, led by Sistos, grandfather to Sistis. They were expelled in the mercy of the leaders, came here, threatened by death should they return. Then the humans arrived. As the war started, decades after we arrived, some of us finally rejected Sistis. I bet Sistis did not like being rejected. No, but we had to follow our own spirit. We had learned of the ways of the world we had been thrown from, and since we could never return to it, we decided to recreate it. So, we came to the humans in peace and built this town, so that you may hear this. Please, do not judge us for what others of us do. There are as many Slith souls as Sliths. Right? I'm an adventurer. Is there anything I could do for you? Yes, there is. Near us is a fort to the northeast, filled with darklings. It threatens us and the humans here, near here too. Slay their chief and come to me. I will reward you as best I can. I think we've already done that. It's the fort just north of Fort Emerald, where there was that Gungas, I think was his name. Yeah, that sounds right. How can I get there? The easiest way is to pass through Fort Emerald, just to the southeast. Enter and then leave through the north gate. The foe is not far to the north. Yeah, so we've already done that. So we'll just talk to him again. I have slain the enemy chief, as you wished. Siskai is extremely pleased. Ah, yes! I am not sad that one of my kind dies, if he is twisted and wrong. He leaves for a moment, then returns with a sack and a braided leather belt. He hands both to you. The sack contains silver coins. These are your rewards. Our gratitude is great. Travel safely and with kind looks of the gods. Is there anything else I can do for you? Fortunately, no. We are doing well on our own. We hope that lasts. Okay, so we got a Girdle of Genius. Sounds like that's going to our mage. +2 intelligence. Yeah, so let's do that. Keep wanting to drag and drop. You don't drag and drop. You click, pull, drop. Alright, there were some other people to talk to around here. This small, steam-filled building is a Slith nursery. Immature Slith Zurikai of all ages frolic in pools that are much too small, as braziers struggle to keep them warm enough to survive. The frail creatures fill the air with the sounds of playing and hissing laughter. You notice, however, that they always watch you closely, perhaps hoping that you trip, so that they can pounce on your neck. Kids, what can you do? A delicate Slith female watches over the babies swimming around in the pools.
I am Yath, keeper of the young, she says. Be careful. Do not step on them. I come far from a great castle and give up much to look after them.
What castle did you live in?
We lived in the castle of Sistis, north, then east, then across the water. My advice to you, if you ever go there, the throne room of Sistis is upstairs through a locked door. There are several onyx keys in the other Slith forts. They are the keys to the castle. Going there without one is futility.
Why did you flee the Slith castle?
Because we have no hatred of humans. When all of us Slith came to this land, we were crazed and hungry and angry, but some of us recovered and gained wisdom. We of Nas are wise and long for peace.
When did you come to this land, and why? She starts to chant. It is clearly a song she has sung many times before.
A century ago it was. Then we came, forced through lost Basikava, forced through the tunnels of our dark deeds, our dark thoughts, our lust for blood. We reform, we think, we dream, we hope, we shed our bloodlust in the dream that one day we may return to the great home, that we may be forgiven, be taken in.
What is lost Basikava?
Legend says that this is the tunnel we Sliths were sent through when we were banished by our people in caves lost to us. If it exists, we don't know where it is.
Are you mother to these little ones? She sighs a slow hissing note.
In spirit, not by blood. I am a sage by trade, learning, and choice. But I fled the castle of Sistis, and my tome stayed behind. And now my mate and I wait here for the war to end.
And now I take care of the little ones. Who is your mate?
Skatha, the smith. He is the finest smith I have ever met. Your kind would do well to get weapons from him. Few blades I have seen in human hands that are a match for his.
Being a sage, you must know about us humans.
Too much so, I think. Other of our kind want to slay you. I want to learn about you. I think you humans could be great friends to us if our dark brothers did not fill you with too much hate.
Right? There were some people over here. Actor, they all have names. An old, stooped Slith Zurikai, its skin grayish and cracked, leans against a tree. He is watching his fields and the dull, slow-moving Sliths moving about them. When he finishes hissing a set of barely understood instructions, he nods at you.
Yes, welcome, human. I am Akska. I farm.
Are you the head farmer here?
Yes.
He waves his arm in a slow, grand gesture.
I farm. This is my farm. Want peace. Want friend to human here.
Do others work for you, then?
Yes. As, Brith, Sta. They my worker Sliths. Some Sliths not smart like they. They make mushrooms. I watch them, we eat, trade with humans. Want peace.
Not smart? What do you mean?
Some Sliths smart, some not so smart. We not know why difference. Born so. We takes not smart Sliths and gives them work. Kind to them.
You seem to have peace here.
Peace good. Not all Sliths bad. We of Nas friends to humans.
He offers you a mushroom. Thanks, dude. Alright, these are dumb Sliths. These are the dumb ones. Yeah, I don't really want to talk to the dumb ones. Are you the smith? No, you were just a Slith. Where is the smith? Garthas. We already talked to Garthas. Maybe the... Oh. Is this... As you kneel, you notice that pools have been provided for you to wash yourselves. You cleanse your hands, feet, and return. A peaceful feeling immediately washes over you. You are comforted and calmed. After your time wandering in these violent lands, it's strange to feel so relaxed. Then, a small, soft voice begins to speak from the altar. Please do not fear humans. You must try not to hate my people. Not all of them are twisted, vicious, and cruel. Just some, led by one who does not deserve to lead. You see a vision of a gigantic Slith male, 7 feet tall, praying in a dark throne room, as a strange red mist writhes in front of him. Then the vision disappears. That is Slith, and though it saddens me to say it, there will be no peace and no happiness for my people here until he falls. I sense you may be the ones who perform the final deed. Please help them. The voice and the feeling fade. You stand. Alright, that was interesting. Smithy is right there. This is a gigantic Slith. His green skin is bright and shiny, and his muscles bulge awesomely. He is forging a 2-tined spear. He says, with a deep, calm voice, "A human comes to trade with Skatha. Is good. Show skill of Sliths." Are you also a warrior? Mighty I am. I know many of the secret paths of the greatest Slith warriors. Secrets? Really? Could you teach us some of them? No. A human must do a great deed for the Sliths before we would share our secrets. You have done no such deed. I would like to see your wares. Slith War Spear. We already have one of those. So we don't need any of this. And the prices are exorbitant. Goodbye. Alright. Let's go check out Blosk then. Another new city. Subterranean schooling. This is another trainer's. Bartholomew. A busy man teaches finer points of weaponry to a group of people. Some civilians, some soldiers. He seems good at it. What are you teaching? He continues going through the motions of attack and defense. If you'd like to train, please wait. I'll be with you shortly. Can I talk to you? He immediately looks very nervous. I'm not a talker. Well, I am, but my blade does the talking, which isn't talking at all, but you know what I mean, do you? Then he gives up and goes back to his exercises. Well, that was weird. I could use some training. All right. Prices are exorbitant. You might want to teach bows instead of thrown weapons to the dude here. It is really expensive, so we're not going to do it here, though. Grand Bakery of Blosk. This place doesn't have a sign on it. You meet a tall, thin woman. She is covered from head to toe in fine, light gray mushroom flour. That's a lot of flour. She sneezes heartily in response. What do you do here? She sneezes. Blosk is mainly a farming town. The farms nearby bring their mushrooms here to be dried and turned into flour. That seems very important to the future good health of Avernum. Yeah, she sneezes, coughs, and sneezes again. The job doesn't seem to agree with her. Alright, later. Sneezy. There's the mushroom flower room. Ooh, a job board. Lord Chuckles. For too long now, our industrious farmers have been tormented by the cruel pranks and japes of the infamous gremlin jester, Lord Chuckles. His mischief must come to an end. Lord Chuckles was last seen hiding in the labyrinthine tunnels of the gremlin's gold. The bounty saved by our farmers shall be collected from Lethe of Blosk. Slith for intel. Message from Mayor Vicky. We need to determine what mischief our Slith enemies are planning. So great is our need that we will even, this once, hire mercenaries. Brave raiders are directed to the Slith Fort north of Fort Emerald. If you contain any knowledge about what they are planning, take it to Captain Scarlet of Fort Emerald for a reward. Great Cave farmers have reported a new clump of lethal fungus in the wall of the Great Cave south of the castle. A bounty has been offered for whoever can root them out, with vengeance and fire. Otherwise, they will spread. When they have been destroyed, payment can be obtained from Demel of Blosk. I think we might have done this. A large and growing cluster of walking dead have been seen in the Scree Caves north of Blosk. These hideous zombies are adding corpses to their number day by day, and they may wander into the Great Cave at any point. Any bounty hunter who can find and destroy these creatures can collect a bounty from Mayor Vicky of Blosk. I think we did that too. So we should go check out that. There's Lethe. Not to be confused with Lethe. Fine metalwork. Where is the mayoral abode? Some bows. Keep out private. Nope. Alright. John Hallin. Oh, that's a sniffy. Mayor Vicky. I forgot her name for a minute. I was like, wait, what's the name of the person I'm looking for? Hello. Where does the mayor live? Royce. Oh, Vicky is in here? Hey, come back here. You tell Mayor Vicky of your victory over the zombies. This is exactly the sort of work mercenaries are suited for. Well done. As a reward, she gives you a shield of faded green scales. I hope that is adequate. It is a drakeskin shield. There is a short blonde woman tending the bar. You wouldn't give her a second look, except that her clothes are very fine and delicate, and she wears a purple sash. This tends to signify that one is the mayor. If she has attained this lofty status, she isn't one to lord it over you. She motions for you to sit. We always welcome law-abiding mercenaries in Blosk. If you need something, just ask for Vicky. You're the mayor? She lifts up her sash and looks at it with a wry smile. You note that she is wearing a gold amulet below it. The people selected me. I questioned the wisdom of it, but they were insistent. Why did they pick you? These times call for clear heads, and the townsfolk judged me the clearest head about. It's not a bad job. It takes a lot of time, and I need to hire a replacement to look after the bar when I go to the castle, but I like it fine overall. She starts wiping out some unfired clay mugs with her towel. Why do you go to the castle? For meetings of the council. She looks at you strangely. Don't go asking me for a royal token. The king's looking for adventurers to go on some mission, and I'm not going to be a party to it. Adventurers are loose cannons, hotheads. If there's anything we need now, it's clear heads and firm controls. The army is fine. Adventurers? Too unpredictable. Yeah, we have been to the castle. I'm an adventurer. Do you have any noble quests for me? Not a one. We run an efficient town here. We don't need to stoop to getting help from random strangers. No offense. Though there might be a few odd tasks posted on the job board, it's in the east end of town. So if you were hoping to get a crown token from me, I can't help. I already have a crown token. Really? Quite an honor. Glad to hear you aren't just an ordinary, lazy, undisciplined mercenary. Thanks, lady. You're a real pal. Okay, did that... What's up, dude? A gangly man dressed in heavily patched clothes stands at the bar. He calmly sips at a mug of ale. He pretends not to have noticed you. So, how are you? keeping an ear open for signs of Empire activity. I've been hearing a lot about you. Oh, really? What have you heard? That you are one of us now. That you have joined the holy fight against the Empire. Luck to you, friend. We shouldn't be seen talking to each other. He slides down the bar, ending your conversation. What happened to helping each other? Give me some stuff or ask me to do something for you. Lazy bones. Kathy. An unsteady woman in a tattered dress thrusts out a bowl at you. Her breath smells of mushroom ale. Please, mighty warrior, help me to forget the pain of living in this wretched land. Give me a few coins and I'll tell you my story. Okay. I'll pay. Thank you, mighty warrior. Yes, things were tough for me on the surface, so I began getting into the ale. Before long, I couldn't stop. Still can't. They didn't like that up there, so they sends me down here where they wouldn't see me. For 10 more coins, I'll tell you more. Fine. They sent me down into Avernum. I wandered these caves for years, then I came here. That's my tale. Thank you again, warrior. She wobbles off into the direction of the nearest pub. Oh well. Let's see, do you have any interesting bows? Bruce. A heavy, middle-aged man with a disorganized beard puts fletching on arrows behind the counter. His fingers work with unerring accuracy, skill, and speed. Let me see your wares. Doesn't have anything particularly interesting. May I ask what trade you're in? Stupidly. Well, I run this little supply shop. You can purchase missiles, and I think I have some other stuff too. You'll excuse me for being disorganized. Things have been hectic here. Why have things been hectic for you? Fort Emerald buys my arrows as fast as I can make them. It's hard work with lousy materials, but it beats being on the surface. What happened on the surface? I spent every minute of every day making arrows for the idiot nobles in their stupid tournaments, playing games with first-class weapons. Well, one of them told me what he thought of my art, and I told him what I thought of him. A week later, I'm down here. But at least my arrows are getting the use they deserve. Later. Alright, let's go back to Fort Emerald and see if we have completed that one quest already. There's still Darman to go to in this, not in the Abyss. That's what we're doing right now, is we're powering ourselves up away from the Abyss until such time that I feel confident to go back to the Abyss. Okay, apparently I didn't find what I needed. Let's look at my quest log. That's gonna take a while, that's gonna take a while, that's gonna take a while, yeah. I think we already did this. Okay. Yeah, so we obviously didn't have whatever that was. Oh, Demel. We should have stayed in Blosk. I think we did that one already. So she's the one in the flower factory sneezing. There we go. I'll level up. You tell Demel about your destruction of the hostile fungus. As a reward, she gives you a pouch of coins and a leather scroll tube. Achoo! That is all the farmers were able to scrape together to pay you. Achoo! Alright. So, Darren went up to level 20. The others will be not too far behind. We definitely need more of that. We might want to get more cave lore now. Wish we could respec. The thrown missiles was a mistake. So I guess we'll start him off with bows. Okay, so we get more traits now. Robust health might be good for him. Improved strength. Mighty blows. Strong back. We don't need that. Fast recovery. Fast recovery is probably worthwhile. 5% the amount of health. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, like I said, the others won't be too far behind. So let's do some more just adventure around here. A poor old beggar woman is sitting by this crossroads, holding out an alms bowl. When you walk by, she says, "Greetings, hero. Can you spare a few coins for a woman in the depths of poverty?" You give her some coins. You give her a few coins. "Thank you, adventurers. You are as kind and wise as I have heard." She stands and starts walking towards Blosk. Okay. Apparently our reputation precedes us. Burial mounds. See what they have. Slightly expensive prices. I should probably always buy these when I see them. Let's check out Drakeskin Shield. Not as good as what we have, and no one else uses. Wait, she uses a shield. Yes. Armor 12. Let's give her this then. Anything gonna happen in here? Nothing grows in this bleak, barren area of the Great Cave. Not even lichen or the tiniest mushroom. Instead, it is being used as a huge graveyard. Cairns litter the landscape, each with a plaque saying the name of the deceased, why he or she was sent into Avernum, date of death, and cause. You notice many of the recent deaths were at the hands of this Lethe. There's a small group of Evernight Soldiers patrolling the road. At least, you think they're Evernight Soldiers. Their armor bears the proper sun insignia. However, their weapons and armor are terribly maintained and they are filthy and unwashed. When they are close enough to get a good look at you, they silently step off the road to let you pass. When you turn to speak with them, they instantly get nervous. Their response to your question is quiet, indistinct muttering, and they have nothing to ask you in return. They can't keep their eyes off your weapons. Eventually, they give up and move on. Evernight Soldiers indeed. Here's something. Rod of Sukkar. Okay. Anything over in these caves that's interesting? Oh, it's a gazer. Alright, well, we'll see if we can take this dude out. Let's save. You walk by a lot of bones. In this secluded niche in the wall, you find what put them there. You can see a spherical creature floating by the west wall, followed by a group of insubstantial beings. You suspect the floating creature might be a gazer, one of the far more dangerous denizens of the underworld. Although it has seen you with many of its eyes, it doesn't seem to be in the mood for a fight. Considering how powerful these creatures are, this is a good thing. Okay, we've managed to go first. Vengeful Shades. They could be bad. Inflict as much damage on this jerk face as we can. Okay. Oh god, he's gonna die. That is so irritating. For fuck's sake. Alright, well, this obviously is not going to work. Do a little more exploring. Something around the campfire there. As you walk down the tunnel, you hear manic, high-pitched laughter echoing back and forth through the tunnels. You feel like someone is watching you every step of the way. Lord chuckles. Alright, so we will do this in the next episode. This is a place that we've come for a quest. The abode of Lord Chuckles. The devious gremlin. So we'll see how difficult this is going to be in the next episode. Thank you for watching. There'll be more action in the next episode. There's a lot of talking in this one. The only action we did see was me getting my face crushed, as per usual. So, hopefully you enjoyed it nonetheless. Please hit a thumbs up on this video, and if you want to see more, please subscribe to my channel. If you're not going to do any of those things, then I don't care what you do.